everyone. Welcome to a special presentation of Make Believe Heroes. As you may have noticed from the title, we are not actually releasing a new episode today. I know that is probably disappointing for many of you, and I'm sorry about that. I wish we were, but with many major life events, my new son, Timothy Clark, was born on May the 6th. And it was a little bit of a difficult delivery. And so there's kind of been a lot of shifting around and changing. My wife is recovering still. And because of that, it threw a lot of schedules out. And one thing that I have not had time for is editing. So I appreciate your understanding. And I did want to give you something this week. I'm truly hoping and planning to be back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. Before today, I'm releasing to you an audio-only version of the recent Q&A that we did specifically after the release of the Ballad of Zerluan. We did a live Q&A on YouTube for our patrons at the $3 tier. And we'll be doing more of those, but I wanted to release this one to everyone since I know we had some questions, and I think I'd even said I would probably do that. So due to the delays and such, I'm giving you an audio-only version. That being said, there are some slight issues with the Q&A itself. Basically, something got all borked on YouTube's end, and occasionally all of our audio inputs would just drop out. And so I have tried to edit it to where that's not a huge hindrance. And I actually recorded some of my own audio when we realized it was happening so that if I was narrating or talking or whatever, answering questions, that I could fill that in. And I've tried to fix that to the best I can, but it's not perfect. Okay, there are some things that are just missing, and they don't exist anywhere. So I hope that's okay. Again, I'm sorry. Next time, especially if I know we're going to release it like this, we'll probably try something different, try to record our sections and release that like we've done at times in the past. But for now, this is a Q&A where we all answer some questions about the Ballad of Zerluan, Season 5, our characters, and the future of MBH. So we love you guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you again next week.
This is a Q&A.
Where are we Q&A together?
Where we answer questions, but not really, because we don't.
Look, Ma, I'm on the
Q&A. I did an intro earlier.
Yeah, he did one earlier. It might have been on the old chat.
It may have been.
I said this is a Q&A on the wrong link.
Channel.
Oh, yeah.
LOL.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a live Q&A. My name is Paul.
And
I'm also Paul.
Only one of those names
and
is
I'm
mine.
Also Paul.
I'm Paulicus.
We are Paul.
Particus?
We are Paul.
I made a statement the other day in the Discord that we didn't have that many questions. At that time, 8 questions had been submitted. There's been a 400% increase since then. We have 36 questions. Well, let me say this. We have 36 responses. Some of these responses do, in fact, hold multiple questions. We're going to go for about 45 minutes. So I've got pretty much a hard stop at 7 o'clock. So we're going to hit the ground running. There are a few questions that I will toss out to the panel of friends. By the way, thank you, Felicia and Alan, for bearing the burden of the stream. Jeffrey is apparently dealing with some business. But Jeffrey is here. He can't hear me, but thank you, Jeffrey. And Caleb.
You sloth man.
Cred.
I'll put it up. I'll put it up.
Let's get into some questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I've done. I've opened the Google form here, and I'm going to go just in order, starting with number 1. And this first question comes from our friend Zalku, who was recently he was in one of our Champions games, actually 3 episodes of it, where he played a strange wizard. With all the orange iconography surrounding Atonia in episode 21, are you hinting at her being the orange Strickland Kelly?
Oh my gosh.
Am I hinting at Atonia being the orange Strickland Kelly? The answer to that, this is one of those questions I can definitely answer. Yes, no, absolutely not. No.
I was about to throw my computer.
Wait.
No.
She's not?
Yes.
She's not.
No, Atonia is not the orange Strickland Kelly.
She actually is.
Next question is also from Zalku.
Whoa, Zalku.
How does the Pearl of Remembrance contain Zerluan's memories?
Magic.
Thank you. That's actually the answer.
That's literally the answer.
It doesn't contain his memories.
Okay, go on.
It just has the magic to make you remember.
Okay, see, Jeffrey's all over it. The answer is it unlocks the memories that your mortal mind or immortal mind, I guess, in the Shade's case, just couldn't retain. Just too many lifetimes, too many, and also some of them had been, not deleted from their brains by the gods at the end of the episode of the Ballad of Zerluan. Almost said the Ballad of Berluin. Salad. That's that salad they give you at Zaxby's. The salad. Y'all ever have
that?
Yes.
Shrimp now?
Salad.
They're like 4 million calories, but they're delicious. Anyway,
I could go for 4 million calories right now.
Me too. That is the answer, though, Jeffrey. Good job. I'm proud of you.
It's like
the magic
a
unlocks the memories.
Like a key for a P.O. box.
So anyway, the next one is also from Zalku. This question is make-believe villains still a thing in the works? I'm going to say yes, it's in the works, but in case you can't tell, Jeremy is not here.
Who?
Jeremy is like, you've seen those old Where's Waldo things? That's Jeremy. Jeremy is Waldo. Like he's probably there, but he's very hard to nail down. So
I thought Waldo was Spider-Man's little arms from the back of his back.
True.
Again.
If things go the way that I hope they will, yes, villains will shortly follow after the end of season 5. This one comes from Sean the Guy. Sean the Guy. Thanks for writing in, Sean the Guy. Sean, you know what, Sean? You are actually I'm misreading it. Sean the T Guy.
The T Guy.
Is it Sean the Guy or Sean the T Guy?
It's Sean the T Guy. I missed the T. My brain just
the Guy.
Sean the T Guy. What caused Prevalian to choose a champion after the events with Dimvarga and Zerluan? Okay.
Because she's like, you know what? These people are bad. You know what we need to do? We need to get a champion.
I'm having an Alan moment here where I'm like, what does everybody know? And I say that because Alan's always like, I don't know what's been like, what's spoilers and what's not. And right now I'm doing the same thing. So some of this I think is going to come out a little bit, but I will say this. Prevalian choosing a champion, she did not make Blaze her champion that day. She predestined him to be her champion in the future by having him agree to it then, and it was in no way directly related to what had happened with Dimvarga and Zerluan.
Is that kind of predestination binding, or is there a way to break it?
He made a vow with her in that moment. It was optional. It wasn't.
I guess.
Right, but like once it was locked in, was there like a way out?
Maybe.
Or like, what about foreknowledge?
So Prevalian hedged her bets, is what I'm saying. No. Have the gods always been as petty as Atonia?
Oh.
Or was that a specific issue that is hers?
Jim has entered the chat.
Let's have it, Jim.
Take that
just
back.
So you know, I know you haven't really, like you said, you haven't been reading it much, but I'll just tell you, people are not happy with Atonia. And I know you haven't listened to the Ballad of Zerluan, have you?
No, Atonia is perfect, and I would not have that slander in my ear holes.
So it tells, and I wanted to play a clip, and this is where I would have played it. It is from season 1, the epilogue entitled Lost. The scene, I would recommend that all of you, when we get done with this, go and skip forward to about the 1 hour mark, I think, in that episode. It's like 1 hour and 4 minutes. It's when Jim and Atonia are having a conversation in the tea cubby about the gods. And Jim asks Atonia, do the gods make mistakes?
Yes.
And Atonia says, yes. We've made mistakes, and then she, like, overcome a little bit, says so many mistakes, and she also goes into detail saying that her greatest mistake was how she treated Dimvarga. And something I'll mention that will get brought up again and again in this probably. Thousands of years have passed since that moment at the end of the Ballad of Zerluan. The gods are not perfect they are flawed. They were flawed coming in. The moment they set foot on Monumia, they were flawed, which is why they withdrew themselves from involving themselves too much in the lives of the people of Monumia, or they were supposed to, which is why you see the Drake and Kelly doing things and Atonia not so much doing things in the Ballad of Zerluan. So have the gods always been as petty as Atonia? You don't have the whole story. You don't know why Atonia is so upset with Prevalian. And I'd like to tell you, but I'm not going to, at least not right now.
Wow.
So when you say that the gods are flawed and they do make mistakes, you mean except Atonia, right?
Yeah, except Atonia.
Only Atonia.
And I thought we were
Only
going to talk
Atonia
about
makes mistakes.
what Jim and her said in the teacubby. And that was going to be private.
Which was?
What you were just saying.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Do you have any plans for after season 5? This comes from Clean Cut Balloons. And the answer is, yeah, we have plans.
Clean Cut Balloons?
Balloons, Bloons, Balloons.
That's a
Plans
video
to
game,
go
right?
into Nintendo World.
Clean Cut Balloons?
I think just balloons.
I have no idea. You can let us know.
Skype is
Let us know in the
freaking
chat.
I don't
Oh,
believe in
baby.
that.
Gotta love that. I wanted to see the chat, and I've shrunk my finger so I
Yeah, I'm
can't see it.
glad
I'm
I
not
was
seeing.
able to answer a question, but I have to.
I know. Oh, that was it. Okay. Well, you know what, Jeffrey? Thanks for coming. Let me ask you a quick question. Can I ask you a question before you go?
Yeah.
So the question, and I haven't got to it yet, but this question I'm going to bounce to everybody is, how are you feeling knowing that season 5 and everything we've been working toward all this time is about to come to a close?
How do I feel?
How you feeling about it? The story and your characters and.
I feel like my characters are where they need to be at. And as far as what comes at the ending, I don't really know what's going to happen. Hopefully a good ending, but I feel like most of my characters have worked themselves into where they need to be for a good ending. Particularly Sir Vance, because he was not at the place for a good ending before.
Yeah, Sir Vance has come full circle.
And Cure,
That's true.
I don't want to spoil anything, but he's in a pretty good place right now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we'll see.
Dead.
Maybe.
Yeah, him and Juniper got married.
Dead and
By
he's
a
in
good
heaven.
place, I mean he's dead. He's in heaven.
He's dead. He's in a better place. All right. Thanks, Jeffrey. If you need to go, that's fine. Thanks for joining us.
Adios.
Bye.
We love you. Goodbye.
Bye. I miss you.
There goes Joffrey. So that was from Clean Cut Balloons. Yes, we do have plans. There are going to be things. Those plans are 1, Make Believe Villains, 2, some other stories I want to tell set in Monumi. We'll talk more about that in the future. Need to be a little quicker. Who's older, Saul or Misk? This is from Poco Loco.
I thought we were all answering that question.
I'm going to come back to it with y'all.
I don't believe in that.
So you can be thinking about it. I haven't actually gotten to that question yet. I just know it's in here. I think it was Sharia who asked that. Felicia, this is from JoJo or Poco Loco Forever. Who's older, Saul or Misk?
I don't remember
You don't remember?
because I like.
He's your brother.
I know, but I thought Misk was older.
It's Misk.
And then
Yeah, Misk is
something
older.
happened. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
We talked
Misk is
about that
big
the
sister.
other night because we were
Yeah.
like, I didn't know.
Misk the elder. Some
Huzzah.
caller. Huzzah! I should have opened this on my iPad. I may do that. When was the Pearl of Remembrance created and who created it? Well, Prevalian didn't create it, but she did give the elves the wisdom to create it, and it was meant to be used for those who had the Ontokuil, the gift of Prevalian, which is the gift of eternal life, which, by the way, was talked about all the way back in season 1. And if you go and read or listen to any of the Monty Man rap stuff about elves, you'll find that there was magic that allowed them to extend their life basically without ending unless they were murdered, bodily. Basically like Tolkien's elves. But that was only achieved through a special spell, and not every elf could do it. And that was the Ontokuil. And the Pearl of Remembrance was a tool used for those who took the gift and kept it and stayed alive, like people like Elamandre or others, to restore all of their memories and keep them from losing them over time. It was not created for Blaze. It preceded the whole deal with Blaze. Can Venerea make illusions of herself? Sure she can. Not in any way like Dimvarga. Like that's Dimvarga's gift, is hiding herself and being shapeless.
Who's Venraya?
Who is Venraya? The green dragon?
Is she good or bad? I can't remember.
That's that's a hotly debated topic right now, Alan. So I'm not going to weigh in. She's one of the Draken Kelly though?
I knew that.
Did the Shade? Yeah. Did the Shade get his power from stabbing Atonia, or from all the gods touching him, or from something else? Gonna have to wait on that one. I'm sorry, JoJo.
Oh, really?
I would say kind of everything. I'll say, but it's been answered basically to an extent in an upcoming episode. So.
Oh.
Yeah. But I would say kind of all those things that happened from when he stabbed Atonia and her power engulfed him. Spoilers for the Ballad of Zerluan. And then when Dimvarga lost it and cooks everything with black flame. And then when his soul is brought back from the void, and all those things together worked to create something unexpected.
I didn't know she was a chef.
Let her cook.
This is from Lord Moose. So first off, amazing episode, great job. Thank you, Lord Moose. My big question is, there at the end, Atonia told Dimvarga to forget her pain. Was that a spell to make her forget things? If so, how much of that could she remember throughout the main story? I mean, she has to remember at least part of it, or season 1 wouldn't have happened. Also, did she remember it all after she died? Does her spirit in Sanane's house remember? Simple answer. Dimvarga's memories became unlocked when she became a tenant of Blackfire and the Unchained, and she got, as we have often said, juiced by
juiced?
The Crooked Father. Well, no, this would be on here. This chat is nonsense. I have to just move on. So the answer is, she has remembered for a long time. Hundreds of years. And I would also say that
starting to remember in season 1, right?
Oh no, she had all memories in season 1.
What does it mean to remember though?
Like she remembered in season 1. Like when she is saying,
right, but I'm not talking about her specifically, although it is relevant, but more broadly, are we our memories? If our memories are gone, are we still us?
It's a good question, Alan.
So did she name herself Zerluan because it was close to Zerluan, and she wanted to feel like that?
I think that she probably didn't necessarily do that intentionally as much as she did it subliminally. Yes.
Because he says in the episode that his dad called him that because he wanted something that was his part in naming him or whatever. Yeah.
It's definitely a connective tissue there. But she remembered. Now, I won't say that necessarily she remembered every single thing. I said she had all her memories back, but she does remember. She remembered what the gods did to her. She remembered him, who he was, all that stuff. And it's tragic, but it was her connection.
Did she remember the 21st night of September?
Yeah. Lastly, can you sell some printed copies of this in book form?
Do you have that?
Hey, they're saying that Paul is cutting out really bad.
I'm cutting out really bad?
They're saying it on the Discord.
Okay. Can you all hear me okay?
Out. Yeah, we can hear you. I mean, you cut out randomly, but it's not.
I'll close out the...
I wouldn't say really bad. I would just say the normal amount of bad.
Okay.
They said
it's not an...
Paul is cutting out for us.
Let me just make sure all of my inputs and everything are good. Yeah, my inputs and everything look good.
I don't know if your inputs are good or not, bro.
Just in case it's something to do with the internet, I'll stop following the stream here, even though it shouldn't be.
Caleb, not Zach.
Let me know if anybody. Y'all just let me know if anybody has. It says I keep cutting out. We have no idea what I just said.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing.
That's what they're saying.
I will say my Skype is freaking out right now. It's doing something weird.
It's you keep saying stuff, but whenever you say stuff, it comes to my computer, and then my computer shoots it out to YouTube. And I'm not hearing bad stuff coming. Like, I hear occasional, like, little blips, but that's to be expected.
Well, I'm going to keep talking. I've turned off the YouTube stream on my computer. If it keeps doing it, let me know. The book question was, I would love to, Lord Moose. All I need is infinite money and time. So pray for me. And one day that'll happen. I would love to create some kind of a book of this. Who knows what the future holds for us? But I don't think I could do that while also writing, recording, and especially editing a podcast. So I need infinite time. Bradley Clark, as I said, is written in. When Dimbarga and Varela were teleported to Atonia in the Ballad of Zerluan, was that the same kind of, was a god moving someone with magic? Or it's not really magic when the gods do it. It's more of just power. You know what I'm saying? So it's similar. It's not similar in somewhere where it's like, you know what? I bet Atonia and Blackfire are connected. They are connected. Atonia and Blackfire are both children of the Crooked Father. They are both created by the same God. They sound still cutting in and out.
Yeah, that's what they're saying right now.
Is it just Paul, or is it others of us too? Because Paul's talking the most. So if it's happening, it's most likely going to happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's only happening to him, that's what's weird.
Well, you know what it could be? It could be the fact that I'm splitting my audio, my input and output between two things on Skype. So let me disconnect my AirPods, because I have had that weird things happen like that before with when I use Bluetooth.
You're saying just Paul.
It's
Paul.
Weird
just Paul.
Like,
that's not his name.
I don't
his name
hear
is
it.
Pell, Nicole Shirley.
I don't hear it messing up. And what's coming to my computer is what's being transmitted out.
Yeah, that's weird.
You're right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we can hear it just fine.
I'll keep using this, and I'll tell you something else I'm going to do. The
breathing is probably my AC. I can't do anything about that.
I'm going to actually...
I can mute my thing.
I mean, I can stop breathing, but that might be bad.
I'm going to record a backup on Logic in case something, like a lot of these answers end up being borked. I can do something with that in the audio version. Okay. So, they're similar guys. Atonia, Provalian, Pelor, and Dervetter are as similar to Sebastian Blackfire as any two siblings have ever been, and maybe more similar in some cases. That does not mean they have similar goals. It does not mean that they have similar hearts or attitudes, but they are of the same, similar being. They have similar makeups. They're all gods from the Crooked Father. Poco Loco Forever. If Pelor was able to bring Saul's soul back from the void, why could he not bring Feyerins back from the void? So this is actually answered in the episode, but it's a lot's happening. And the short answer is he could have, in theory, but the gods were not a part of their pact was to never lift a hand against each other directly. And in that moment, Atonia was not there. She was gone. She had left the room. And for them to do that would have been seen in their hearts as breaking their vow, which means it would have broken the vow. So that's why. Pelor, Provalian, none of them. Now, what might have happened? I don't know. Maybe one of them would have been willing to break their vow to do that. I can't say for sure, even though probably not. They weren't going to lift a hand against their sister, but then Atonia showed up and did it. So it was kind of a moot point, right? Can you explain more about the end scene and like what exactly happened and when? This is from Shreya. And Shreya, truthfully, I kind of can't say too much about it because that is going to be coming into play in the next. Some of your questions have previously been answered, yes, Shreya, but don't worry, there's a million, which is good. I'm saying thank you for all the questions. This is one of your questions right now. Can you explain more about the end scene? So what I'll say is this. that scene with Blaze and Provalian at the end, it's taking place around the same time as the events with Dimvarga and Faerin. It is Provalian saying, one day we will all have to break our vows. And rather than wait until that happens, oh no, what was that?
He stopped breathing.
Rather than wait until that's about to happen and try to find the right one, she chose someone in the beginning who she would help, prepare over eons to be her perfect champion, because she's the smartest individual who has ever existed in this world, period. No question, no holds barred. She's the most clever. So that was her planning far, 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 far ahead. And don't read too much into the kiss, okay? It's think like, culturally and historically of a king or a queen, a kiss, to a subject in a sort of strange and exotic kind of way, but not like, oh, now they're married. I think someone called it infidelity in the Discord, and I was like, oh, come on, that might be a little strong.
Historically, if you kiss somebody, then you got married immediately.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
If you go back now, this is a fictional world, so you can do anything you want within the confines of Monumi, and the lore, the background, the culture, the socio-political intrigue. But historically, in the Middle Ages, if you kissed somebody, then you were married. And if you kissed multiple people, then you went to prison.
So Sharia said, how can you not read into that kiss? Let me take that back. I'm not saying you shouldn't read into it. I'm saying
then you went to prison.
It may not mean what you think it means. You know what I'm saying? It might be something different.
What you think it means.
Whenever
it's like a handshake between elves. I don't know why you are reading into it. It's more than a handshake.
It's more than a handshake, but
I'm like,
but it's not like, oh, they're married. Nobody tell.
Needless to say, Paul hands out kisses to everybody. So this is
kiss.
Why.
Greet thy brother with a holy kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Was Dimvarga's interest in Zerluan an order from Atonia that then turned into their beautiful love affair from Sharia? Well, let me say this about the kiss real quick, and then we'll move on, because I'm hung up on the kiss.
It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
It was only a kiss.
Coming out.
What was I going to say? It left me. It left me what I was going to say. When I picture Provalian, I'll just tell you straight up, Provalian in my heart is modeled after like Galadriel in the Lord of the Rings books. Not to be mistaken with Cate Blanchett's Galadriel from the hit feature films Lord of the Rings by Peter Jackson.
Dark Lord, you have a queen!
Yeah, two very different characters. This like higher than like a goddess, who is adored by all and loved and sort of angelic in a way. Obviously she's a goddess, but that's kind of the inspiration for this character. And so that scene to me, there'll be more about it later. Maybe. Was Dimvarga's interest in Zerluan an order from Atonia? Not specifically to begin with. Like, go after that one right there. He's the one. Go. Make him think you're falling for him and do that. It wasn't that necessarily. It was more she was meant to find out as much as she could about the inner workings of Venthaven as she could, looking specifically for an avenue for her to one-up Provalian, or take something from Provalian, or take something, or get back at Provalian. And maybe it was fate that brought Zerluan and Dimvarga together. But specifically in the episode, Atonia, because Dimvarga was reporting Delania. She was reporting stuff back to Atonia. So Atonia's like, yeah, keep it up. Keep talking to this dude. He's like a captain of the guard. Keep talking to him. Find out all that you can. And it turned into their beautiful love affair. So in a sense, yes, even though it wasn't like specifically, oh, go find that boy, once they started to grow a connection, Atonia was absolutely telling her to use that. I mean, she straight up tells her in the episode. We're not getting through all these questions. Was Vinarea jealous of Atonia's working relationship with Dimvarga, or was she acting out of dedication to her goddess, to Shreya?
She was jealous.
Both. The answer is both. She was jealous of Dimvarga, because Dimvarga was was like Atonia's favorite. And she was given a job I think that Venraya would have wanted to have. And because Venraya is very sly, but I think generally seen at that time, especially as less dependable and maybe even a little weaker than her sister Dimvarga. And so she was jealous, but she was also dedicated to the gods. They all were. Even Dimvarga was. Like, it was not like Dimvarga's like, oh, I can't stand Antonia, I hate her. It was, if I have to choose between my life love and Antonia, and when it comes to that, I'm going to have to choose love,
So, did Dimvarga ever get her sheep?
We don't have time to talk about the sheepless.
Coming out of my cage, and I was doing just fine.
Do all of the Donkey Kongs work closely? Sorry, it's DK, and I just couldn't help it. Do all of the Drake and Kelly work closely with the gods like Venraya and Dimvarga? If you go and read the Monami Unwrapped about the dragons and listen to some, you'll find that they did work closely with the gods. They were like shepherds of the.
You just said we can't talk about sheep.
Alan, you know what? You got me. I did. I just said it. And I know I've used that word before. They often did work closely with the gods, although it became less and less and less over time. And during the War of Light, it was less and less. It was more hands-on with the people. But they were definitely close. Again, I would recommend going back to season 1, especially for anybody who's joined later. Go back to season 1, around the hour mark of episode 42, which is the epilogue entitled Lost, and listen to the scene between Jim and Antonia, and you will find the seeds that were planted for this storyline, and maybe even some explanations. Okay.
Explanations.
Another Sharia question. Could you talk more about how the Shade and Dimvarga have hidden themselves from the gods and how they go about doing that? I'm not going to go. I don't want to get hung up on this too much. I want because we need to get through some questions quickly. So the Drake and Kelly, each of them are especially good at certain things, and Dimvarga's skill was of hiding and in plain sight. Like she is shapeless. And there's a lot of stuff about that in previous Monami Unwrapped and just throughout the show talking about it. And even in this episode, we're talking about how she was so comfortable in the darkness. Basically, Dimvarga could never be spotted or found out if she did not want to be. Like, that was her skill.
Can you say all that again? Apparently you cut out again.
Did I?
Pretty much, Dimvarga is shadow, yo. She's really good at it.
Dimvarga.
She also bought a burner cell phone, only paid in cash, stayed off the grid.
Dimvarga, like the other dragons, has a special ability. Her special ability is the ability to stay hidden. No one can find her if she doesn't want to be seen.
Is it because she don't got no sheep, so they don't hear the meh all the time?
The Shade is quite powerful. At least some of that power came from
Antonia
and Dimvarga when she straight blasted them. You'll find, if you recall, it was actually Dimvarga's loss of control that turned him into what he would be physically.
A tree of Monumi. It's full circle. The Tree of Monumi song talks about this.
What?
Who sung that?
The Tree of Monumi song doesn't talk about this.
There's a song in this podcast that talks exactly about this, and it's the Trees of Monumi song.
It's not that one, but it is a song.
Literally that song.
How does the cast feel? Okay, here it is. Let's go ahead and ask this. How does the cast feel in general, this close to the end? Impressions, speculations, feelings, etc. This is from Sean the Tea Guy. I think I said earlier I thought that was Sharea's question. She may have asked a similar question, but this is Sean the Tea Guy. So, Alan, you want to kick us off with that?
I feel like there's just so much still to do in such a short span of time. Like,
it's true.
Too much butter and not enough bread. Yeah. But also, so for my character specifically,
I'm hungry.
like Jim is ready to get this over with so he can go find Antonia.
Yeah.
Brackle is ready to get this over with so that he can get back to not Vent Haven, Branshire. The name just, Char doesn't care at all. And that's all my characters.
That's every character he's ever played.
How does Alan feel this close to the end?
Oh, I thought we were asking about characters.
Cass. It's characters are good too.
Haha.
Like too much bread and not enough butter.
Felicia.
If we do win, it'll be a win, but like a lot of loss, and the bad's gonna win something. They're gonna win something.
The greatest stories ever written hurt at least a little bit. It's true. Go read Lord of the Rings. Tell me it doesn't hurt a little bit.
Hurts a lot.
When you're reading the Grey Havens, as Frodo is boarding the ships with Gandalf and Bilbo and saying goodbye to his best friends, like it hurts. It's like all this, and now we're just. I mean, go watch that last scene in Return of the King, the film, and don't cry. Just do it. I dare you. And if you do, you are soulless.
I always cry when they bow. He says, "You bow to no man." They all bow to him. Oh, I cry every time.
It's incredible. They said you were cutting out too, Felicia. So
good.
Must be a YouTube streaming issue.
I'm guessing it's YouTube. There's also like that part in Lord of the Rings where they hide it in the appendices, but Aragorn and Arwen's love story.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like I was reading the appendices and it's like language.
Remember I asked y'all a question out
here's
there,
a little story.
And y'all were like,
oh goodness, I'm dead.
Oh my gosh, a trivia question. Y'all were like, that's a really hard question.
Yeah.
I was like, who ended up with the book or whatever? It tells about that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, So what I'm saying is, there's probably going to be some pain, but it's okay.
As far as my characters go, pretty nervous about them, but I think some of them, like Jeffrey said earlier, there will be some that like it would be a good ending, but also I don't want that because it's really sad. But whatever happens, honestly. But like I'm gonna try my best to make it make sense and be a good story.
Caleb.
Yes. I don't know how I feel about it. Necessarily. Really don't. I feel like it's been really wonderful these past years, but also like every good story really does need a good ending. Yeah, like seriously.
Yeah.
I generally think that. I'm not. Tragedies do make the best stories, even though you'd probably end up with a lot of people hating you, Paul. Like, truthfully.
Well, and this story has tragic elements throughout it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole entire thing does. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you can have a good ending, is what I'm saying. Like the Lord of the Rings, like inarguably has a very happy ending, but there is still some pain.
Still, yeah.
Great
the
loss.
elves and then the magic and the stuff.
Yeah, and obviously Lord of the Rings is the only story like that. I'm just using it as
that is the only story that way.
Oh, okay. The next question, which we'll move on to, comes from Sean Tiga. At what point after the War of Light did the gods disappear from the public view? It seems like at the opening of the episode that the societies have been without the gods for some time. The answer to that is the gods were not actively participating in the War of Light. The gods disappeared from the public view almost immediately after creating Manumi. You can go read about it in the timeline of Manumi, how that each one goes from being the light that banished the Crooked Father into his prison beneath the sea.
Jeremy just joined.
Jeremy joined.
Who?
Jeremy is here.
I don't know him.
Jeremy is right there.
I'm just kidding. Whoa.
I can't hear you.
Shut up, Jeremy. Way too big on here.
It's funny because he's muted on Skype. You're just muted on Skype, buddy. Click that mute button.
Hello, my friends.
Oh, he sounds so
Hello.
smooth and buttery.
Hi. Hello, all you lovely people.
We were just talking about how Lord of the Rings has like a perfect ending, but also hurts.
It is very much like life.
That's right, and that all the best stories are that way.
Very true. Are you foreshadowing what you're about to do to all of us?
A little bit, but let me finish this question, then I'm going to ask you a question, since you're here, Jeremy, that they just answered.
Let's do it.
So the answer to your question, Sean the T Guy, is they disappeared right after creating and introducing the Draco and Kelly to lead the Free People of Monumi. They left it in their hands as the sort of shepherds, and they peaced out. Jeremy, we had a question from Sean the T Guy asked here at the end of all things, how does the cast feel in general? Impressions, speculations, feelings, etc.
I'm excited for an ending.
It's bittersweet too.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on this for a long time, so I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be walking into oblivion when it's over as to what now.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see it wrap up, and the things that are going on with everybody, all the characters at the end. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to spoil things. Oh my gosh. There's stuff happening and it's exciting.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
What now?
It's hard for me to answer that question without spoiling something. So I'm very excited and somewhat apprehensive.
The Ballad of Zerluan is like the story in the episode that I wanted to tell and envisioned since season 1 and didn't know how I would do it, and I'm really pleased with the way it came together and thankful for everybody who helped out and all that stuff. Like almost 25,000 written words in the script of that episode.
It was fun. Very fun.
There are still in the next 8 episodes or whatever some major reveals about everything that are coming.
What?
And will we ever see the completion of the quest to find the fabled Fanta tree from Sean the T Guy? I don't know. Anything can happen.
What's the Fanta tree? Is that like the drink?
That was
Fanta tree.
You remember Chaz's patron NPC, the Fanta guy?
Want a Fanta?
Captain.
Don't you want a Fanta? Want a Fanta?
Did you name Fierin? Did you use that name from Wicked?
No.
Are you sure?
Did you steal it from Frierin?
I could tell you 2 names from Wicked for sure. Elphaba and Galinda. And that's it. I don't remember anybody else.
What about Oz?
We are almost out of time. Okay. Caleb's got to go. He peaced out. He said he got a work call. So that's why he disappeared, if you're wondering. These are from Wade, also known as FizzyChippy05. There are 5 questions here. I'm just going to, because we're not going to get through them all. I hear, hello. Is that Jax? That's okay. We love gnomes. Is the Pearl of Remembrance sentient? In a sense. Almost think more like AI. Sharia said they can only hear Alan.
Yeah, goodness. That's because of dumb stuff.
People
there we go. It's
leaving
working now. Whenever Caleb left, that broke some things.
Yeah, it broke the stuffs. Yeah. One day we'll do this enough that we'll know how to do it better. But unfortunately, when we only do it every 4 months or something.
Well, there's that, and there's also the whole, if we could do a fake one just to see without all the pressure.
Yeah.
Fake believe heroes.
Fake believe heroes.
This is a fake.
Can they hear us now?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. Apparently they can only hear me breathing, and I apparently breathe a lot.
The question was, is the Pearl of Remembrance sentient? And I would say kind of almost like an AI in a sense, or like a backup of a consciousnness. Has the network of magic from Prevalian's Lantern been discussed in previous episodes? That was in this one? Not really.
Just a little.
Just tease the words "the weave," but people don't really know what that means. Like it was explained in the Ballad of Zerluan. That was a reveal. Is the Lantern network parasitic or benign? I would say it's neither. Well, it's definitely not what made it susceptible to the Unchained. It was actually meant to strengthen the world, not drain it.
Symbiotic?
Maybe. After hearing how the shade was burned in Dimbarga's last-ditch effort, is his obsidian-colored skin a sort of burn or scar? Has it given him natural armor, or is it just the magical effect of said fire that keeps it that color? It's kind of like a scar. I would say it's kind of like a scar. It's a combination of her fire and Atonia's power and all those things.
Combined.
If the Candle King can return from the land of whimsy, does that mean Phil could also potentially return from the land of whimsy? Also, is the land of whimsy strictly the land of the dead, or are there beings? Okay. Fizzy Chippy, I would love to answer that one. I need you to store that one for the future because we're almost out of time. These are for the season 5 peeps from Fizzy Chippy. If you're playing a new character this season, what's your favorite aspect of your character? Conversely, if you've returned to one of your old characters this season, what's something you missed about playing that character? So, for Felicia and Jeremy, you're both playing new characters. What's your favorite aspect of that character?
Blaze is totally different than anybody I've ever played.
Same.
Cool.
I've never played an artificer, so it's been a challenge, but I liked her backstory, like the spin on that. I know I haven't had a huge chance to explain it, but like her backstory and all that really makes the character for me. So I think that would be my favorite thing about it.
Jeremy can't say what his favorite thing
I
about
very
playing
much me. Yeah, I can't. I get. You'll hear about it later, but I miss playing Saul just because Saul's fun to play.
Yeah. And Mogert, I love playing Mogert. She's very strong, so that's nice to have, and she's fun. Misk is just like nostalgic.
Is my breathing better?
I mean, she's like.
Sorry.
Alan, don't worry about your breathing, man. You're good.
I changed some stuff.
Now, Minnie, she's a stinking zombie, mushroom zombie.
Yeah.
She better show up sometime.
Yeah, she's going to show up. She's fertilizer for the garden. And
oh, my gosh.
Let's see. Alan, returning to Brackle, what's something you missed about playing that character?
That I missed about playing Brackle? Being able to stab people with impunity.
It's true. It's true. Another question from Sean the T Guy. Sean T Guy coming in here with so many questions. Clutch, you the man. What did you all do to remind yourselves of what was going on before resuming recording, other than Jeffrey clearly winging it?
I listen to the recordings that Paul puts on there.
Yeah, and I listen multiple times to try and keep it all together because there's so much these days and my brain doesn't work as well. The rest of them, they have me recap it for them before we get started.
I was going to say, I guess I was just not clearly winging it, but still winging it nonetheless.
Yeah, I try my best to listen before on that day. So
there have been plenty of times where all of us have done or said something and been like, oh, wait, crap, that's not going to work. And then we just roll that back and edit it out. That's the magic of editing. Thankful for that. So thankful. We're almost out of time, unfortunately. And we only got about... we're at 22 out of 36 here. I wanted to see if there was something else I could throw to you guys, especially since Jeremy is here. There's so many more questions about the shade, obviously, and some of those things are going to get answered in the future.
Shade's the greatest character in the whole thing.
No.
I could listen to a whole Shade podcast.
Yeah, a lot of questions here. Oh, well, I will answer this one real quick just so everybody knows. And this is from, I don't know how to pronounce this, Ouro, O-U-R-O_AU, which I'm assuming is like Australia. Was Jim alive in the time period of the Ballad of Zerluan? No, he was not. Jim is still much later from that.
Who's Jim?
Who is Jim?
Go ahead.
Explosion power enough brings Zerluan.
Real.
Say louder.
Orange Dragon is real.
Oh my gosh. Well,
They said, oh my gosh, it must be true.
It must be true. It just must be. We got a bunch of questions from this Oro that we haven't had a chance to answer. I would like to answer all these. We may have to come back to some of these. Here's one from Sharia. It's pretty important. Why you do this?
For love.
Like, why do we do the podcast? It's for you guys. And also because Paul makes
why you do this?
I'm just kidding. I was really happy to join, and it's fun. And also, even if nobody listened, I would still do it. You know.
Yeah.
So y'all quit listening.
Story Stories.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Story Stories asked, do you guys hate listening to your own voice in the episodes?
They do. I'm used to it.
I'm totally
I've
used
listened
to
to
it.
it so many times. I'm just like, okay, Felicia, why did you do your voice like that? Why did you sound like this? I don't know. It's more
I
of a
definitely get
critiquing
annoyed.
thing.
Yeah, I definitely get annoyed if my voice was wrong.
Like, I just want to get it perfect. So I'll listen to me talking as a character a lot to get back into that character. So, I don't know. It helps.
I feel like I'm nasally with my voice, and that also I can be monotone sometimes. And also, I'm just really...
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah. The truth is, for me to have edited and listened to these voices for the hundreds of hours that I have, if I didn't get over it, I couldn't do it. That's the truth. But we're going to have to wrap this up, unfortunately. I do have one more question I'll ask you all as we take it out. And there's more questions about the shade stuff. I'll try to find a way to answer these. Some of these that, like, really, I'm the only one that can answer them. I may just do, like, an extra Q&A where I'll answer some of these sometime soon. Jeremy, would you rather be, this comes from Starry Stories, would you rather be a turtle or a squirrel?
Or a squirtle.
Depends on if it is if the turtle is a tortoise, you know, the ones that live to be like super old,
hundreds of years, yeah.
Go on for the tortoise. If it's not specifically a long-living turtle, definitely a squirrel.
That's a good answer.
That's a serious question, though.
It is.
Yep.
It's so random that you got asked that question.
It's
especially
everybody.
Seeing how you've played squirrel.
No, it's just for everybody. I just had Jeremy answer first. You can go next.
I'd have to be a squirrel.
I mean, obviously,
way higher.
None of us were going to think anything differently.
Hi.
What about Jackson? Would he rather be a turtle or a squirrel?
Would you rather be a turtle or a squirrel?
Turtle.
A turtle?
Exactly.
Nice.
Me and Jax are on the same page. Turtles for life. I'm a turtle boy. I always have been a turtle boy. You know, you got your house on your back.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You've got natural defense. And people think you're slow, but you're actually deceptively fast. And it hurts when you bite. And you live a long time.
Hey, squirrels can hurt you.
And you're surprisingly delicious. Alan, turtle or squirrel?
Squirrels are pretty good, too, taste-wise.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say they were exclusively delicious.
So it depends. Like, would I just be a squirrel or a turtle with their mental faculties? Or would I, like, retain, like, back to the existential question about, are we our memories? Like, would I have my human memories? Would I still have human thoughts and sensations and desires and that sort of thing? Or would I just be a squirrel in all of its squirreliness? And in which case it wouldn't matter, because then I wouldn't even be me. It wouldn't be me as a squirrel. It would just be a squirrel that maybe some of the atoms in it used to be me.
Yeah.
So
if I could still keep
sounds like you're just
my
both
human thoughts and all of that, then I'd be a squirrel, because I really need fingers. Because I just can't imagine not having fingers.
Squirrel, because I can't imagine not having fingers. That's a good answer, though, you know?
I'm that
Great
squirrel
question.
from Over the Hedge.
Oh, God. Scary.
That squirrel. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Why you do this, I'll close with that. Because we love you guys, and because I've always wanted to tell a story, and we're telling a story together. Hopefully we can bring things to a satisfying conclusion.
Who can say where the road goes, where the squirrel bows? Only
squirrels.
time. I don't know the words.
We know.
We love you guys. We're going to end the
We love
stream
you.
now.
Bye. The White Lotus says goodbye. The White
Bye.
Lotus